My name is Shannon. I'm the owner of Peyton Consulting and Financial Services. What I do is I consult on real estate and credit counseling. So basically give you some information on real estate as well as credit counseling, credit repair, things you can do to improve your financial situation so that you can purchase a home. A lot of times people don't purchase simply because they just don't know what they can do and they don't feel comfortable enough talking to anybody. So I like to offer basic knowledge from what I know and from what I've learned from my personal experience and from education to basically educate you as a consumer on what you can do to purchase a home. So what I'll go through is credit scores. People often want to know how much of a credit score do you need in order to purchase a home. In the state of Delaware, you need at least like a 640, 660. Most states have first-time home buyer programs that'll help you qualify for things that you need. I recently did a class where people paid basically to learn how to repair the credit themselves, and one of the biggest concerns or thoughts that they wanted to know was, what do I need to pay first? Okay, so if you are trying to repair your credit because it's jacked up, like most people, you need to pull your credit report. You can do that for free with Credit Karma, Credit Sesame, Credit.com. They all give different credit reports. Or else you can go to freecreditreport.com and you can pull it annually for free. Usually if you want to include your score, you do have to pay. If you ever go to somebody who maybe does credit counseling and they pull it for you, then be concerned. Run away unless they're a nonprofit, because as far as I know, they can't pull it for you unless they're a lender. That's what the FTC says. So that's a good little tidbit. When you're trying to repair your credit, you want to pay attention to a few things. The first thing that you want to look at is what negative reports are reporting regularly. So if you look at a credit report, you're going to have the account. It'll say last reported. If it's reporting pretty regularly, those are the ones you want to address. And of those, you want to address the ones that have the lowest balance first. Reason being is because if you tackle the one with the largest balance, you're going to get frustrated because you're going to be trying to pay it for the longest time and you're going to feel like that you're not being successful. The next thing that you need to look for is if there's anything on there that's actually saying that you owe and you've already paid. If you have proof of it. Sometimes, and this is, I guess, to each his own. Some people say, well, I'm going to dispute it anyway. Understand that when you dispute stuff on your credit, it's like opening up Pandora's box. Delaware has a specific statute of limitations. You always want to work in a place where you can laugh. It's always good. If you can't laugh where you work, then you need to find another job for a better manager. I don't know. Anyway, so what was I saying? Yeah, so you want to basically address three specific things. You want to address the credit accounts that are reporting negatively, meaning you know that you paid them and they might say that you didn't, or it says you had a late payment and you know you didn't. You want to address the ones that are reporting regularly negatively, meaning if it's March right now, which it is, if they were reporting in February, you want to address that. If it was reporting March of 2014, you might want to let that one sit a little bit. The damage has already been done. Now understand that if it's on your credit report, the damage has been done. But if you pay the ones that are, actively reporting, then it helps so that they'll stop reporting negatively and then you won't have to worry about it anymore. Now, also understand this. When you're trying to repair your credit's going to do this. If you're paying a negative account, let's say your credit starts here, you're paying a negative account, it's going to do like this. And then if you have a positive account, it's going to bounce up. And then you pay a negative, it's going to do this. It's going to keep doing that like a stair step. I don't know why. It just does. Most of the time when people try to repair their credit, and that would be anybody, it's going to take a bounce down because you're paying something that may or may not have been reporting and it was already doing it negatively. Now, some things that you can do if you feel like, okay, I've already paid off everything on my credit, I need to establish some credit. What you can do is get a secure credit card or loan. Depending on your bank, you could do either. A secure credit card basically says you're going to secure your credit limit with your own money. So in most cases, you have to put in like $250 to $300, and you have to apply. And your usually credit unions will approve you faster than your regular banks. And you'll do something small like get gas, get the statement back, and then pay it. Now, one thing that you want to be sure of, you might not have to do secure credit, but you do not want to have your credit balance be over 30% of your credit limit. So, for instance, if you have a $300 credit limit, you want to keep your balance below $100. Anything above $100 is not good. And all I did was just pretty much rewrite what you said, and I don't know if you can read that because as I look at it, it's backwards, but you get the gist of it. So that would be for anything. If it's $1,000, you want to keep it beneath 333. If it's 500, I think it's like 175, and if it's like 200 or 250, I think it's under like 6750. But those are some basics that you can do to try to establish your credit and get yourself together. If you feel like that you have more things that you want to know about, because I don't really know what everybody else needs to know. I just know what I, encounter with some of my clients. Feel free to comment below, subscribe so you all know when I post videos, and like, share, do whatever's necessary to get this out to the masses, because sometimes people give out information and it's not always legit. That's all it is for today, and I hope to see you again and hear from you soon. Thanks.